Hey Swifty. So I think starting off, I think that where you're holding the footy, you might get better control if you move your fingers down the ball a little bit. So what I like to do is have my thumbs pointing and being quite close to the actual valve of the footy. So I can just try moving them down, spread your fingers around, and see if you have a little bit of better control there. Going in, I think you're generally pretty balanced. I think the main issue you have is your ball drop. As you can see here, the ball is released on an angle pointing sort of on a 45 that way, when it actually probably needs to be on a 45 that way. So so it's nice and straight here, but because it's just been let go rather than guided to your foot, you can see even in that short little drop it has moved a little, but you're hitting the footy quite flat. So the ball's actually still pretty straight, but you're hitting it flat here, whereas that point there should be hitting your foot. And so it'll tend to be a floater, or it will spin over and on top. We go on to the next video. You can see there, sort of there's the middle of the footy. I just move the thumb and that down to about there, and even relax your arms a little bit. You know, it just might help a little bit if you're just a little bit more relaxed, but I don't think that's a major issue. So here you can see the ball is let go, and it's already a little sideways here. And so when it hits your foot, it's sideways across, whereas that point needs to be in a little bit and hitting you on top of the foot. And if we go to the next video, your run up is quite balanced, and the thing that we talked about a little bit last year with your, you know, taking a stride and planting your foot, you've got really, you know, good lever there. Like, I think you've done well in improving that, so I think that's really good. But I think the next thing, and probably the major thing that will really help you, is that ball drop. So going back, see here how it's just let go. If you just turn that point and turns it in sort of 45, so the ball was sort of like that when it hit your foot, and that point was in here and hitting you on the top of the foot, that would make all the difference to you. And so you can see there it's quite flat, whereas that point should be turned there, and the ball should be hitting the foot sort of on that angle. Follow throw is good. Like I said, you're pretty balanced. So if you can just get that ball drop sorted. So what I would do is move your hands down the ball, and then as you're about to release it, instead of just letting the ball go, you guide it onto your foot. So you turn your hand slightly inwards so that your little finger is being turned towards your leg, and that you're trying to get that point of the ball right on that middle part of your foot. Let us know if you've got any questions.